What's wrong with that camera? The light is busted. Come on out. You cannot hide forever.
Fisher, keep it quiet. We don't need to give the North Koreans an excuse.
Sir, we have finished our preliminary inspection of the West launcher.
And what is your report, Captain?
We did every test we could, sir.
And?
And, well, there was no malfunction, sir.
No malfunction? Curious. There is an $80 billion warship.
Good work, Sam. One more shipping log to go, and we'll have an accurate picture of their mechanized capabilities in the region.
I'll find it.
I want you to run every test again. Then run whatever test the captain forgot until you find out what the hell happened with my missile. Sir! Yes, sir! Get out of my sight!
That seals it. The missile came from here, but they didn't launch it intentionally.
So that's a good thing. We can avoid a war.
Problem is that someone launched the missile intentionally.
Isn't that someone Doug Shetland using Zerkezi's algorithms?
That seems likely, but I still need to see if there's a Dvorak fingerprint on the BIOS of the launcher that fired the missile.
Don't bother with the "who are you" crap. We're too old for children's games.
Fine. What do you want, American?
This battery is on the logistics train down Kaesong Moon San. What's the divisional strength?
Why should I tell you? You'll kill me anyway.
It's a game of position, Colonel, and you've already lost. Do you need to condemn 50,000 men as well?
They'll be your men, American, not mine.
They're not my men, Colonel, and they're not yours either. They're just men, husbands, fathers, sons. Same as you and I. Do they need to die for our mistakes?
We have 8-to-1 force ratios against your 2nd Infantry Division in armor, artillery, and infantry down the length of the approach.
8-to-1?
You cannot win. Quezon Munsan will be the breach point, and Seoul will fall inside of 72 hours.
Good Lord, Fisher. Those numbers triple our best estimates.
Damn. I know a lot of guys in 2ID London.
They're good men, but I hope their life insurance policies are up to date. Fisher, keep it quiet. We don't need to give the North Koreans an excuse. Fisher, keep it quiet. We don't need to give the North Koreans an excuse. Fisher, keep it quiet. We don't need to give the North Koreans an excuse. Fisher, keep it quiet. We don't need to give the North Koreans an excuse. Fisher, keep it quiet. We don't need to give the North Koreans an excuse.
All right, take up.
I see what you're thinking, Fisher.
If they're just going to throw protocol to the wind and leave the warhead case unlocked,
Even detonating them won't destroy the battery.
no, but it will make an awful big mess.
someone moving around out there? Who? I don't know who. That's why I'm worried.
Good job, Sam. From the parts and transport requests, it looks like this facility is significantly more important than our latest estimates.
Well, you know me. I was... where the action is.
Good work, Sam. I'm scanning the BIOS now. Yeah, that's a Dvorak fingerprint.
Where did it come from? Hokkaido? The displaced officers?
Seoul.
What? As in South Korea? Are you telling me the U.S. just got drawn into a war protecting the people that sank the Walsh?
I can't trace it back farther than Seoul.
Well, what do I do?
Jesus. Well, for now, we still need to stop them from launching another missile. Get to the other launcher.
Fisher, keep it quiet. We don't need to give the North Koreans an excuse. Fisher, keep it quiet. We don't need to give the North Koreans an excuse. Black hell! You're too late.
The warhead won't arm until it's a few hundred meters from its target. If I can dig up the abort codes.
Good thinking. Check launch control directly under the platform.
I'm on my way.
Make it fast, Fisher. Flight time on that missile is 3 minutes.
Good work, Sam. Those are the abort codes.
I still need to bypass the override circuit from the missile control room.
Hurry. The missile is closing on the USS Ronald Reagan at top speed.
Hold on. Did you just tell me I need to win one for the Gipper?
Dude, what does that even mean?
Never mind. You're right, Grim. I am old.
A noise?
Fisher, keep it quiet. We don't need to give the North Koreans an excuse.
Good job, Sam. Missile aborted.
That's it? It's dust?
No, but the warhead can't arm. Even if it gets past the Reagan's phalanx, it'll hit the hull and crumple like a beer can.
Crumpling beer cans. That's what sailors are best at, I guess.
Very funny. You need to make your way to extraction.
Right. I'm on my way.
Fisher, keep it quiet. We don't need to give the North Koreans an excuse.
Initial estimates place the combined casualty count for the first 24 hours at, oh my God, 6,000? Is this a typo?
90% or more of those are enemy casualties. Estimates put our losses at less than 1,000 men.
Less than 1,000? You say that like it's a good thing.
Sir, it's paranoia. Our saber rattling has their leadership in a panic. It's a preemptive strike. Our own intelligence indicates that they didn't launch that missile intentionally. And until we can prove it, Seoul is on the block.
What are our military options for holding the city?
No reasonable strategic assessment has ever claimed it was possible without nuclear capability. And if that's the way it has to be,
"38 hours ago, the NKA committed to open war on the Korean Peninsula. We've known for 50 years that their objective would be to capture Seoul within 72 hours. It appears they have a real shot at it. South Korean and U.S. forces are using orchestrated retrogrades to channel individual NKA divisions along discrete corridors. 6 hours ago, the first of those divisions reached Seoul and is seeking to capture critical infrastructure. High on their list is a telecommunications switching station north of the city. Unfortunately, the IW attack that sank the Walsh came through this switching station. If the NKA gets their hands on that information, they'll be able to justify their invasion and possibly force the world to allow them to hold the country. We need to get that information before they do.
The information warfare attacks that launched the missile that sank the Walsh came through Seoul. I wasn't able to trace them back any further than the switching station, and I don't even know for sure that they didn't originate there. It's entirely possible that South Korea has manipulated us into war by forcing the North to attack the U.S. I would just try and hack my way in, but this is a fat, secure data pipe, and damage caused by the fighting has already isolated most of the entry ports. You need to get in there and recover the data manually, then broadcast it out point to point so we can take a closer look.
CIA maintains several safe houses in Seoul to facilitate insertion of agents and recovery of possible defectors. Usually, they're set up to look like ordinary residences. I'm currently working out a plan to have you forward inserted into one of these safe houses before 2ID performs another major retrograde. Once you're in, our boys will retreat, and the NKA front will overrun and bypass your location, leaving you in the wake of the main force, but still in advance of the support troops. You'll have a small zone of comfort, and I would strongly advise you not to stray from your AO. You don't want to encounter a battalion-sized force.
The USS Ronald Reagan is ready to launch an EA-6B Prowler rigged with a point-to-point laser receiver rig. Your man will be given a special transmitter that will track the plane and transmit the data. This comm setup is 100% secure. Nothing is broadcast, so nothing can be intercepted. Never mind decrypted. Once your man is in position, we'll send in the plane and get the data. But this is still a highly risky operation. Whatever you're promising me better be worth it. These planes are worth $60 million, you know.